Hi everyone. Thanks for taking some time to listen to Classroom Advisement. In this presentation, I'm going to go over some important information for liberal arts students and dates to be keeping an eye out for this semester. The last slide also has our contact information, so if you're left with any unanswered questions, please feel free to contact us. CVTC has support on campus to help you be successful. Your academic advisor is here to support you in your academic program start to finish. Set up an appointment if you have questions about adding or dropping courses, changing programs, course sequencing, developing an academic plan, degree evaluation, or registration questions. The Student Success Specialists are here to support you when issues arise inside or outside of the classroom. They can help you create a plan to be successful and connect you to many resources. A Student Success Specialist will reach out to you if an early alert is submitted. An early alert is not punitive. Rather, it is intended to provide support and resources to students. If you receive a call or email about an early alert, follow the steps to meet with the Student Success Specialist. A Student Success Specialist will also work with students regarding issues pertaining to a criminal background check. Career Specialists help students plan for what's next after CVTC. Your specialist can work with you to create or update your cover letter and resume. They also can help students prepare for interviews. Be sure to utilize the support staff while attending CVTC. My CVTC is the hub that hosts a variety of information pieces to ensure your success at CVTC. The Academic Advising page can be found under the Student Services and Support tab. Through the Academic Advising page, students can learn how to run a degree evaluation, download and print program requirement sheets, access quick links for a variety of support pages, and visit program pages for more detailed information related to a program specifically. From a program page, students not only learn who their assigned advisor is, but also schedule an appointment with them online by clicking on the advisor's name or calling the number listed. The following policies can be found on the Academic Policies page in My CVTC, but we'll give you an overview here. The Academic Standards Policy has two parts: successfully achieve a 2.0 term GPA and maintain a 2.0 cumulative GPA. Students who do not meet the GPA requirements will be placed on academic warning. 2 consecutive semesters of noncompliance will result in dismissal from the college. If a student is dismissed, all future applications, including waiting lists, will be canceled. Students must sit out 1 term, complete an academic appeal, and apply to their program in order to return to the college. If you have questions about how to complete an appeal, please contact an academic advisor or student success specialist. You can also get information on the web under Records and Registration, then Academic Policies, then Academic Standards. Separate from our college academic standards are the standards required to maintain financial aid eligibility. Students using financial aid must maintain satisfactory academic progress, or SAP for short. These standards are set federally and enforced by CVTC's Financial Aid Office. To maintain your eligibility for financial aid, you must meet the following standards each term, whether you are using financial aid that term or not. Earn a 2.0 term GPA, maintain a 2.0 cumulative GPA, and complete 67% of your attempted credits successfully. Withdrawing and failing are both considered to be unsuccessful attempts on a course. Here's an example to help you understand 67% completion. If you begin the term with 2 classes equaling 6 credits, and you either withdraw outside of the first week or fail one of those 2 courses, your completion rate would be 50%. This would place you on financial aid SAP warning for the next term. In the warning term, you will still be eligible for financial aid, but will be required to meet the standards listed above. If you meet the standards, you will move back to good standing for financial aid. If you do not meet the standards while on warning, you will be suspended from financial aid. Students who are suspended from financial aid, but not dismissed academically, will still be allowed to attend CVTC, but will have to pay for classes out of pocket or submit an appeal to reinstate financial aid. If the appeal is approved, students may be on financial aid probation and may need to meet additional requirements as identified by the financial aid manager. In addition to satisfactory academic progress, students are required to complete their degree within 150% of the required program credits. This means if you are in a 60-credit program, you need to complete the degree within 90 credits. To do this, students should stick to courses required for their program and limit repeated attempts on courses. Don't forget that you need to apply for financial aid every year. The FAFSA application opened October 1st, and if you're hoping to use financial aid awards for the summer, fall, or spring semester of next academic year, we highly encourage you to fill out the FAFSA application soon. In order for your advisor to help you select courses, it is important for us to know your plan. If you are planning to transfer, we will talk about your steps later in this presentation. If you plan to graduate, schedule a meeting with your advisor to review your plan. CVTC offers the Tailwind Placement Exam in our testing center. This exam is the same exam used by the UW system to place students into math and science courses. The exam can be taken at any point in the semester. To sign up for the test, please contact the Academic Advising Office. The cost of the exam is $25, and you are allowed 2 attempts. Prior to taking the test a second time, students are required to complete remediation with academic services. Prep for the exam can be found on the Academic Services webpage. If you plan to take a 200-level math course, you are required to place into the course using the Tailwind Placement Exam or take 804-118 Intermediate Algebra with Applications as a prerequisite course. We will not accept ACT scores for placement into math courses. If you plan to take Principles of General Chemistry, you are required to place into the course using the Tailwind Placement Exam or take 804-118 Intermediate Algebra with Applications as a prerequisite course. If you plan to take Principles of General Physics, you are required to place into the course using the Tailwind Placement Exam or take 804-224 College Algebra as a prerequisite course. Information about course prerequisites and placement can be found on the tip sheets attached to the program requirement page. We also allow students to place into a higher level of Spanish based on a Tailwind Placement Exam score. Students who score 41 or higher on the exam will place into Spanish 2. If you place into Spanish 2 and successfully complete it with a satisfactory grade, you can be awarded credit for Spanish 1. If you do not have a program requirement sheet in front of you, please pause this presentation. Return to the presentation when you have a program requirement sheet so you can follow along with the information. Your program requirement sheet is your contract with CVTC. You'll see at the top right which semester the sheet is effective for. You can locate the program requirement sheet in My CVTC under your program. You'll see liberal arts core classes all have course numbers where the first 3 digits, the subject numbers, begin with an 8, and the second 3 digits, the course numbers, begin with a 2. All liberal arts courses are 200-level courses because of their transferability to our partner institutions. For students that have the intention to graduate from the liberal arts program, the degree evaluation is a helpful tool to determine what requirements you have met and what you have remaining to earn your degree. Directions for how to run your degree evaluation can be found on the Academic Advising page through My CVTC. If you're pursuing graduation from the liberal arts program, we recommend running this degree evaluation each semester before registration and following up with your advisor with any questions. After you've run your degree evaluation, there are a few steps for reading and understanding your degree evaluation. First, check that the program listed in the top left corner is consistent with the program you intend to graduate from. Sometimes students switch programs without completing a new application. If students don't officially switch into the correct program, it can cause graduation issues. Check the catalog term. This is typically the semester you started your program and informs students which program requirement sheet, or PRS for short, they are following. By following your original PRS, students can avoid potential changes to course requirements of future program requirements. The third step is to make sure that your total required credits look consistent with what you've completed and or transferred in, and that you're meeting your minimum program GPA requirements. Your program GPA is calculated by averaging the GPA points of courses listed on your PRS. Looking down to the next section of the degree evaluation, you will see the course categories that are required for graduation from the liberal arts program. If you look to the far left, you will see the MET column. When there is a yes in that column, it means that you have completed the minimum number of credits in that category. Keep in mind, if you are unsuccessful or withdraw from that class, the yes attached to the course will change to a no. You will notice in the example on the screen that math and science categories are listed twice. The first area tells you if you met the minimum requirement of at least 1 math course and 2 science courses from 2 areas. The next area shows all courses working to meet your 20 required math and science credits. You will see courses show up in both places. The last step is to double check the grade and source of your classes. Other than letter grades, you may see other codes. A TR in the grade column and T in the source column indicates that course was transferred in. An R in the source column with no letter grade means you are currently registered for that course. If you believe something on your degree evaluation is missing or incorrect, or if you have any other questions about interpreting your degree evaluation, please do not hesitate to contact your advisor. We will now cover the steps required for you to transfer from CVTC to another school. The first step in planning a successful transfer starts with research. If you are undecided on which school you want to attend, you will want to begin comparing information from several schools so you can make an informed decision. Some information to consider when deciding which school to transfer to might include cost of tuition and fees, availability of your preferred major, location of the school, transfer admission requirements, selected major admission requirements, and transferability of your courses from CVTC and any other colleges you attended. All of these things can vary from school to school. Completing a transfer means making a plan here that also works towards accomplishing your plan there. To accomplish this, you will want to be mindful of your course selection here rather than just earning credits. This is especially true with math and science classes. Some majors on college campuses will have varying requirements in those areas. For example, if you're going into a STEM area, you might be required to complete through calculus. On the other hand, if you're planning to be a history major, you might only need one math to meet the requirement. The best person to assist you with this is the transfer coordinator at your future school. After you have located your transfer coordinator, it is important to know what to ask them. Transfer coordinators typically will work with students by phone, email, or in person. I usually encourage students to start with a phone call or email, and then if possible, set up a follow-up in person. To help them give you the most accurate information, you will want to provide the coordinator with your intended major and minor, along with providing them unofficial transcripts from any post-secondary school you attended. Since some majors at the university have specific admission requirements, you will want to discuss your qualifications with the transfer coordinator. You will also want to get an understanding of the application process for transfer students and talk about your timeline to apply. Since some schools require placement tests for math and English classes, you will want to find out if you are exempt from that due to your coursework. If attending a school out of the UW system, you will want to visit the school's webpage and look for transfer coordinator information under the Admissions tab. If you have an opportunity to visit the campus, it is to your benefit. Stepping foot on campus is a great way to help determine if it's the right fit. This is especially important if you are considering multiple schools. Check the school's website to see if they have a specific visit day for transfer students. CVTC also offers opportunities to meet with transfer schools monthly on Transfer Tuesdays. Watch your CVTC student email account for upcoming visits. The UW Help Transfer website is a useful tool to explore the steps involved in transferring. In addition to checklists with links, you can also access the credit transfer wizards to see how your specific courses transfer to the university. You can also find out if the school has an articulation agreement with CVTC. You will want to select I am currently attending a Wisconsin Technical College. Once there, you can navigate to multiple pages to find transfer and articulation agreements, online course catalogs, and more. Transferology.com is a newer transfer credit tool being used by some schools. You may find this helpful in researching your transfer to UW schools as well as schools outside of the state. The Liberal Arts program page in MyCVTC has contact information for our 3 partner schools along with transfer guides. You can also access an online version of the Transfer 101 workshop. Now that you know which classes you can take to transfer to your school, you can search for courses using Search Course Offerings under the Records and Registration tab in MyCVTC. With this method, you can select your program in the drop-down and see offerings for all courses listed on your PRS. Remember to change the term you're looking at. At different times of the year, multiple terms are available to be reviewed. You're almost ready to register. You will register through SIS by following the instructions on the slide. You will add the course registration number, or CRN, of each class you would like to register for into the worksheet. Make sure that you select the credit option for the semester you are registering for. Step-by-step instructions on how to register are also available in your student handbook. Online students can find instructions in MyCVTC, Records and Registration, Registration. Title IX is a higher education act that was put into place back in 1972 to prohibit sexual discrimination on campus. The Campus Sexual Violence Elimination, or SAVE Act, built upon this and was signed into law in 2013. In an effort to educate students, faculty, and staff about sexual assault, domestic and dating violence, stalking, and harassment, CVTC would like to provide resources to help students learn more about these topics. Not Anymore Training is a program created to help students learn how to protect themselves from sexual assault, harassment, and stalking. Colleges are required to make this training available to all students, and our hope is that every student will take advantage of this online training session. To locate the training, log into your MyCVTC account. Under the heading of Student Services and Support, go down and click on the Sexual Misconduct webpage. Look for the button to complete the training, located under the Not Anymore photo on the right-hand side of the page. Please complete the sexual misconduct training as soon as possible. It takes a little over an hour to complete the interactive online training, but you can start and stop as time allows, so you do not have to complete it all in one sitting. Follow the instructions online to create an account so that you will be able to print out a certificate of completion when you have finished the training. We appreciate you taking the time to complete the training and hope there will be some lifelong lessons learned. Title IX provides protection for students regardless of gender who are experiencing absences for medical conditions related to pregnancy. This includes the pregnancy of a spouse or partner. If time off from courses is deemed medically necessary by your medical provider, an accommodation plan can be created. Students will work with the Diversity Resources Office to create an appropriate accommodation plan specific to the student's needs. To learn more about how to take advantage of this support, students are encouraged to visit the Diversity Services page through MyCVTC or schedule an appointment with Diversity Services by calling 715-833-6234. As your academic advisors, we're here to help you throughout your time here at CVTC. To make sure you're taking classes that are appropriate for what your goals are, it's important to meet with your advisor at least once a semester. Please feel free to call the number listed to set up an appointment to meet about your plan. The Academic Advising Student Success and Career Development Department is located in BEC 113 behind Student Central. We hope you have a wonderful and successful semester.